Are you tired of not seeing any results from your Pinterest marketing strategy? Or maybe you've been using Pinterest for your business for a while now and you're just not seeing the results you thought you would get from based on what everybody is telling you about how well and amazing Pinterest is as a traffic lead generator, a sales generator, a brand awareness generator. So maybe you're just stuck. Well, this video is going to be for you. Today I'm going over 5 tips to use Pinterest for your business in 2023. What's up, guys? My name is Naikuya. This channel is all about business, lifestyle, and Christianity. Today is a business video and we're focusing in on Pinterest marketing. If you guys don't know, I have an SEO and Pinterest marketing agency called The Marketing Profit, where I have been doing Pinterest management for the last 3 to 4 years. I've been working with big brands and small brands when it comes to Pinterest marketing. And so I know exactly what it takes to make sure that you can be successful with your business using Pinterest as another avenue to get that website traffic, to get those client leads, to get those increase in conversions, to get those product sales, and to increase your brand awareness on the platform so more people, your people, know about your brand. If you love topics like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you comment down below if you're going to be using Pinterest for your business in 2023. And without further ado, let's get started with tip number 1. So tip number 1 in using Pinterest for your business in 2023 is to understand your audience on the platform and make sure the platform meets your business goals. So what do I mean by this? Well, not every industry is going to thrive on Pinterest. Not every target consumer uses Pinterest to find a brand like yours. So whether you're an e-commerce brand or a service-based brand, or maybe you're a content creator, you have to understand exactly what type of demographics, what type of people use the Pinterest platform to do exactly what you want to accomplish with Pinterest when it comes to your business goals. Now, there's a few ways you can figure out how if Pinterest is the right move for your business. One is to see if your competitors are on the platform. Just simply go to the Pinterest platform, type in your competitors, see if they have a presence on the platform, see if they have a good amount of followers, see if they are consistent on the platform. So how often do they upload content? Are they posting idea pins, Pinterest pins, so forth. Another good way to tell if your industry is going to thrive on Pinterest is using the Audience Insights tool. This is a tool that is free to all people who have a business profile, and let me show you how to use it real quick. But if you want to deep dive into what the Audience Insights tool is and how you can use it, you can check out this video here. I'll leave up in the cards, or I'll also leave a video link down below in the description box that goes over how to know if your business is right for Pinterest using this Audience Insights tool. So real quick, I'm going to hop over on to my computer and share with you how this Audience Insights tools work real quick so you kind of understand if Pinterest is the right move for your business. So the first thing you're going to do is scroll over to Analytics and then click on Audience Insights. When you click on Audience Insights, you want to make sure that you're on the All Pinterest Users tab, which is right here. This is going to show you an overview of the total audience of Pinterest global audience, and includes everyone who has seen or engaged with any pins on the platform. And what you want to see is if your industry is in the top 20 categories and interests on Pinterest. If your industry is not on this list, then Pinterest is not going to work for you because simply your audience is not using the platform. So let's say I'm a beauty brand, you will want to scroll through this and let's see, okay, perfect. 67% of people who use Pinterest use the platform for anything beauty related. And now the next thing you want to do is understand the interest of the consumers using the platform to make sure that if you are a beauty brand, what category do you fall into, and to make sure that the platform is great for you. So let's say I'm a beauty brand, but my niche is skincare. So what I would do is, oh, perfect, here, 35% of the 67% of the beauty category, people use Pinterest to use anything about skincare. So this is just a great way to understand if your audience is using the platform to find a brand like yours. There are a lot of broad categories on here. So for example, art, that's very broad. So if you're in the art industry, but you're not sure exactly what art means on Pinterest, all you have to do is click it and it will show you all the different types of interest that people are interested in when it comes to the art category. So if you're a photographer, you would do very well on this platform as a service-based provider if you're looking to draw website traffic, brand awareness, and client leads from the platform. Now, I do want you to notice the top 10 categories are probably going to be the best categories to really use Pinterest for if you're in this industry, just because you just have a higher user base that's interested in the content or the products or services you sell. So art, entertainment, home decor, design, DIY and crafts, education, women's fashion, beauty, event planning, food and drinks. These are the top 10 categories on Pinterest or industries on Pinterest that people use the platform the most for. So you probably will see better and faster results than anybody else in these categories here. But still, as long as you're in the top 20, that is that's gonna help you out the most. So the next thing I like to look at is, if you're interested in, you can look at the age distribution and gender, as well as the locations and metros. Now my account is set to the United States, so you're only gonna see top metros in the US. But take a look at Pinterest's overall user base, which is about 4 million users. 48% of these users are between the ages of 25 and 34. So if your target demographic is between these ages, and let's say they are female, then Pinterest is definitely a platform you should be pursuing as another avenue to grow your brand awareness, as well as website traffic, conversion, sales, client leads, whatever your business goals are. Now that brings me to business goals. In order to understand if Pinterest is working for your business, you have to understand how Pinterest is working for your business, understanding Pinterest metrics and aligning them with your business goals. So just to give you an idea, you have to understand, one, what are your business goals? Aside for any other platform that you may be using to broaden your business, but what are your business goals? Is your business goal to make product sales? Is it to increase client leads? Is it to get more website traffic? Whatever your business goals are, you then want to familiarize yourself with Pinterest metrics, which I'll actually show you what Pinterest metrics look like over here. So that way you understand exactly what you're looking for when it comes to reading your analytics report if Pinterest is actually working for you. Let's say, for example, one of your business goals is website traffic. So how are you going to target website traffic on Pinterest? What metric are you going to be looking at? Well, based on this list here, you're probably going to be looking at outbound clicks every filter or date range that you filter it to. So let's say every 30 days, you're going to be looking at the metric outbound clicks to see if Pinterest is doing its job to support your business goal, which is building website traffic. So let's say one of your business goals is brand awareness. You want more people to know more about your brand. You will probably look at the Pinterest metric monthly views, because this is the number of times your published pins and pins saved from your claimed domain or accounts were on the screen in the last 30 days. So this basically tells you that not only is Pinterest pushing out your content to the right people, but the right people are actually engaging with your content as well. And engagement on Pinterest can be saves, it can be outbound clicks, it can be comments. So as long as that monthly views, set a number for yourself. Let's say you want 10,000 monthly views every single month. Well, that's going to help you align your business goal of brand awareness, and that way you know Pinterest is working for you. The second tip to how to use Pinterest for your business in 2023 is to understand that Pinterest is a search engine and not a social media platform. So it does have features that social media platforms do have, like videos, commenting, engaging, but at the end of the day, Pinterest is also a traffic driver, and it's fueled off of keywords. So think of if Google and Instagram had a baby, you would get Pinterest. So in order for your content to be pushed out to the right people on the platform, you're going to have to understand keyword research, which means you're also going to have to understand the voice of your target consumer. What keywords are they typing in on the platform to find a brand like yours, to find a service you offer, to find a product that you sell? You have to understand that. And once you have those keywords, you want to make sure that you're placing those keywords in certain places on your content and within your profile to make sure that you are, one, telling Pinterest exactly who you want your content to be pushed to, but two, when the users on Pinterest find your content, they know it's for them. So I have a video on keyword research and my top keyword research methods for Pinterest. If you're interested on how to do keyword research on Pinterest, and where to place keywords on your content, I'll leave that video down below because it goes way more into detail. But just an overview, you want to make sure you have keywords in your profile title, your profile description, your board titles, your board descriptions. And when it comes to your content, so for your idea pins, you want to have it in your pin title, you want to have it in your idea pin description, you want to have it in your idea pin tags. And for your standard pins, you want to have it in at least your overlay text. Same thing for idea pins as well. So your overlay text, the text that goes on the image or the video, just to give more information about what your video is about. Because remember, a lot of people on Pinterest don't listen to the sound. So if you use overlay text, it can do two things. One, provides keyword research for Pinterest, and two, just helps the user understand what that video is going to be about before they play it. For your standard pins, you also want to make sure that it's in the alt text of the image that you upload, and the pin title and the pin description, and you want to make sure that you're saving it to a relevant board. So once again, I go more into detail of keyword research and where to place keywords on your content and on your profile, and I'll link that video down below. Before I continue on to the next 3 steps, I want to talk to those who are really serious about using Pinterest in 2023. If you've been using Pinterest for a while, or you've never used really Pinterest at all and really want to use the platform this year to really grow your business sales, your business websites, increase your website conversion, as well as increase your global brand awareness, then I have a marketing course for you that's really going to help you. I finally launched my Pinterest marketing course, right? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've been asking for this course for the last 2 years, and I finally stopped being lazy and put it together for you. There's 2 different courses, one for service-based brands and one for e-commerce-based brands, because you are going to have to use the platform differently if you're in either one of those types of brands. So if you're an e-commerce brand, you really want to make sure you're a part of the Verified Pinterest Merchant Program, so that way you can have your shop on Pinterest and your products can be found through Pinterest. And if you're a service provider, you really want to make sure that you're leading your traffic to good quality blog posts or good quality sales pages that are also optimized. And I teach you how to do that within this course. But without further ado, if you want to learn more about this course, I won't spend too much time of it in this video, but I'll leave a link down to the Pinterest marketing courses down in the description box, and you can click on it and learn more about the course. There's 4 modules in the service-based provider course and 6 modules in the Pinterest e-commerce marketing course, and they all can be both completed within 1 day. I believe the service-based provider one, you can complete it in 4 hours, and the e-commerce Pinterest marketing course, you can complete it in less than 10 hours. Number 3 is understanding what type of content to actually place on Pinterest. So you have a few different types of creatives on Pinterest. You have product pins, you have idea pins, you have standard pins, and those are the top 3, honestly. Now, when it comes to using Pinterest, you have to understand what type of content on Pinterest does what. So for example, at the time of filming this in January of 2023, idea pins do not have website links, so you cannot link to an external source at this time unless you have a shop set up on Pinterest through the Verified Merchant Program, or if you have affiliate links from, I believe, ShopStyle or Amazon. Those are the only ways that you can tag or lead people off the platform. But let's say if you're a service provider and you don't have any physical or digital products you sell, and you don't want to use idea pins, I'm sorry to say, idea pins are here to stay. So idea pins are best for brand awareness. They're a great way to show the person behind the brand. They're a great way to show your brand values. They're also a great way to connect with your audience on Pinterest. You can do how-to videos. You can show steps, tutorials. You can use UGC videos. There's so many ways you can use idea pins to grow your brand awareness on the platform. And so what idea pins also help with is growing your follower base on the platform as well. So even though you can't lead them off the platform to your website, you can use idea pins to at least grow your brand presence, grow your engagement on the Pinterest platform, and that's also going to help Pinterest push out your information and your content out to the right people. Now, standard pins is something else you want to make sure you are having within your Pinterest marketing strategy, because you want to be able to lead people to your website, right? So when you're using standard pins, you have an option to lead people to a certain page on your website. That can be a blog post, that can be a sales page, that can be a freebie landing page, that can be any page you want to lead people to. You can also lead people to social media, but here's why I don't recommend it if you're really serious about using Pinterest for your business in 2023. Now, when you send people to a social media post, people can easily get distracted. I want you to put yourself in the mind of the consumer. If you're sending me, well, this is personally me, if you're sending me to a social media post, I might get distracted about how many notifications I have. I might get distracted about how many messages are in my DMs. I might accidentally scroll and now I lost your post. So it's best to send people to a website, because if they do get lost, they're getting lost on your content. If they do get lost, it's going to benefit you over benefiting losing that person within that funnel, and now you lost them to social media. So just keep in mind that it's just best to send people to your website. And another reason why I say this is when you claim your website on Pinterest, you have to put a code snippet on the back end of your site. The reason this code snippet is there is to track activity on your site from people visiting Pinterest. So if you're sending people from Pinterest to your website, Pinterest actually collects that data and uses that data to send your content out to active-like audiences on its own, organically. But if you're sending people to social media, Pinterest cannot see what those people are doing on your social media accounts, because you don't have that code on your Instagram. You don't have that code on your TikTok. You don't have that code in the back end of your Facebook. So once the people leave the Pinterest platform and go to social media, there's no data that Pinterest can use to help further out that content to similar audiences. I just want to make sure that you're doing idea pins. I would definitely say at least once a week for idea pins, and for standard pins at least once a day. So 7 pins a week and at least 1 idea pin. Pinterest is really pushing out idea pins. I would honestly really do more than that. You can also repurpose your content from TikTok or Instagram, but just keep in mind, 1, you want to make sure you remove the watermark, and 2, not all video content that you have on your TikTok is going to do well on Pinterest. So Pinterest does very well when it comes to videos like how-to, tutorials, maybe motivational tips. So if you're just transferring videos from TikTok that you're just dancing to some music, that's not going to do well on Pinterest, I'm sorry to say, because Pinterest likes more valuable information and things that they can take away from it, things that's going to make somebody save that content, go to your profile, and probably follow you. So let me show you an example. Here are a few of my recent idea pins. And what I like to do is understand how people are interacting with my content as idea pins, so I know what more content to recreate. So for example, this one here, how to get your products found on Pinterest. It got 172 saves, 70 likes, and it was seen by 15.8 thousand people and growing. So what I like to do is I like to click on it, and then I like to hit here, see more stats. And this is going to break down exactly how well this is growing over a lifetime. Also, as well as how many followers I've gotten from people who've seen this. So for example, right now in January, it looks like the impressions are going down, which is fine. But since it did so well, I know to create more content around this topic. Another thing that I noticed is that it got 496 pin clicks, which basically means when somebody's scrolling, they clicked on the pin to actually watch the video. Out of 496 people who actually pin clicked it, 172 people saved that video. So for me, save is a good conversion measure for me when it comes to engagement. And so I always like my engagement rate on Pinterest to at least be 30% or more. So let's do the math. If I do 172 divided by 496, and then I times that by 100, I have a conversion rate on this video of almost 35%, which means to me, this is a conversion being met. This is a business goal being met. I know my engagement is really well for this topic. Another thing I like to do is the conversion rate between follows and saves. So out of the 172 people who saved my content, I got 24 follows from 37 profile visits. So if you look at the people, so 172 saves, that means 37 people went to my profile, right? And remember, idea pins help grow your brand awareness, so it helps and grows your presence on the app and grows your followers. So out of the 37 profile visits, I got 24 followers. So if we do 24 divided by 37 and times that by 100, that's a 60, almost 65% conversion rate, which is really, really good. So this just is an indicator of that I need to be creating more content about how to get your product seen on Pinterest, because it does very well for my audience. Number 4 is understanding Pinterest trends. It's so important, 1, that you are setting up your content for success 3 months in advance. Pinterest is a platform people go to search for ideas and future plans, future projects. It's all future oriented, even when it comes to shopping, which means since Pinterest is a search engine, your content needs about 3 months in order for Pinterest to understand how people are interacting with that content, in order for it to push it out at the high peak times people are searching. So that's why I like to use the Pinterest Trends tool, which if you go under analytics and hit trends, you can see a year view of trends that are pertaining to your industry. Now, I won't go deep into how to use this trends tool because I have a video on that, or you can learn more about really using this to create a content strategy within my Pinterest marketing courses for service-based providers or e-commerce brand owners. But let me just show you real quick. So let's say, for example, I'm an e-commerce brand and I'm that beauty skincare brand, but I'm in the UK. So I can set this to the UK, or if I'm trying to target people in the United States, I can leave it to the United States. Now, the first thing it's going to show you is all of your interests, but you're only going to be interested in the one that is related to your brand. So, for example, body skincare routine. Your audience searched body skincare routine 18.7 times more often than Pinterest users in the last 90 days. This lets me know that the growing trends, this is a trend that I need to hop on right now. So I don't have to wait 30 or 60 days or 3 months basically to push content out like this. And the best content to push out now to help with brand awareness and to help with engagement will be idea pins. Now, when it comes to your standard pins and you're driving people to your website, that's the type of content you want to plan 3 months ahead of time. So what I would do is, one, you can go to beauty here and you can sift through the ones that are related to your brand. Or what I like to do, I like to go down here to growing trends, but I look at the top yearly trends and then I base it off a keyword. So let's say skincare. I want to know what people are searching for when it comes to skincare within the next couple of months, so I can make sure I have my content ready. If it's holiday time, you want to make sure your holiday stuff is out in the summer. If it's back to school time, you want to make sure your back to school stuff is out in the spring, and so forth. So let's say right here, okay, skincare, I'm going to click on this because I want to see an overview map of when it's trending. So I see right here, the week ending February 24th is the high point. It's searched, and this is a scale from 0 to 100. So skincare is at one of its highest peak at 90. So technically, in the week of February, I should have been targeting anything that has to do with skincare back in late October or early November. Now, this is also a time where I would not want to post skincare content that goes straight to my website per se, because look, it trends down at one of its lowest points and then one down here as well, but it trends down in about March. So if I post anything about skincare around February, it may not get seen or pushed out much until this high peak again in June. So I just love using this trends tool. And like I said, I'm not going to go deep into it because I explain it in my Pinterest marketing course. And I also explain a little bit about this in the videos that I'll have linked below. But I like to also look at related trends to see what else are people searching that's related to the topic skincare, so I can plan my content around it, or even create blog posts around those topics. So I can create standard pins to send people to my website, consume my content, funnel them in through a blog post by internally linking my products, or at least capture them by having them sign up for an email. Number 5 to using Pinterest for your business in 2023 is to be consistent and automate and schedule your content out months in advance. If you guys know me, I love Tailwind. It's a automation and marketing tool that you can use for Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, I haven't used it for Instagram and Facebook, but I love using it for Pinterest. And when it comes to using it for Pinterest, I schedule out my content months in advance. I take a day, maybe 3-4 hours of my day, and I can create content and schedule it out 3 to 6 months in advance in just one sitting. That way, I'm always technically being consistent without actually going on Pinterest every day and uploading my content. You can even now schedule idea pins when you can't schedule idea pins as of now within Tailwind. So Tailwind is best for scheduling your standard pins. Now, if you want to learn more about how to use Tailwind, I'll link a video down below. I have a Tailwind tutorial that walks you through exactly how to use Tailwind to create your Pinterest pins. You can also create Pinterest pins on Tailwind in seconds. I can create 100 Pinterest pins in about 5 minutes. Easily, simply done. And what it also does is Tailwind Create has a feature that's a scheduling feature, and it schedules out those pins at the best and high engagement times based on your audience within the last 30 days. So you always know that your content is going out at the right time, and you can just set it and forget it until it's time for you to create more content again. You have to be consistent on Pinterest. Once again, it's a search engine. So if you're not feeding Pinterest all the information it needs on a daily basis, you're going to get lost in the shuffle of all the content that's uploaded on Pinterest, and Pinterest is not going to know more about your brand. Be consistent. At least post 7 pins every single week. Schedule it in Tailwind and have it scheduled out at your best engagement times. Once again, check down that video below. Make sure you're posting at least 1 idea pin a week. I mean, honestly, you should be posting more, but at least 1 idea pin a week. You can repurpose it from your channel. Just make sure it's the type of content that thrives well on Pinterest. Be consistent. It takes about 3 months to see any type of traction from Pinterest when it comes to reaching your business goals. And it can take 6 to 12 months to actually start seeing conversions from Pinterest. So whatever conversions mean to you, that can mean signups, that can mean client leads, that can mean product sales, that can mean website traffic. So whatever conversions means to you, since Pinterest is a search engine, it can take 6 to 12 months of consistently using Pinterest for your business to see those results. So that brings us to the end of this video. Those are 5 tips on how to use Pinterest for your business in 2023. Once again, if you're serious about using Pinterest for your business, the first thing I recommend you do is to dive into this playlist I have this YouTube video attached to, because I have so much free information on how to use Pinterest for your business and how to grow on Pinterest. However, if you watch those videos and you're still not seeing the results you would love to see for Pinterest, or maybe you want to really just streamline your process when it comes to Pinterest and really learn how to really use the platform to grow your business, and not more just how to use audience insights, how to use Tailwind. If you actually are looking for a Pinterest marketing strategy that's going to grow your business goals, so website traffic, client lead inquiries, signups, conversions, product sales, then I definitely recommend that you check out my Pinterest marketing course. Remember, there's 2, one for service-based brands, one for e-commerce-based brands, because you have to use the platform a bit differently. And I'll have those 2 courses linked down below so you can find out more. If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please make sure you follow me if you love this type of video. So hit that subscribe button for more Pinterest marketing content coming out in all of 2023. Until next time, guys, I'll see you, and you guys have a great rest of your day.